Might I peel back the curtain on our show?
Oh, you know what?
Moment?
It's time to tell the truth.
This past Friday, we had guests lined up. We had a full studio audience here.
Yeah, it was great.
Only to find out relatively late in the game that the coverage of the inauguration, we knew it would run long, but we didn't really think it was going to end up totally spilling into our show, much less blowing out the whole thing. So there we are. We had the show planned, and then we weren't on TV.
But we still did the show.
We said, hey, wait a minute. We still got the cameras and everything. We're going to just keep shooting things so that we could catch you up on some of that fun this week.
Starting with a visit from Geji Mckinney-Banks, who we just fell in love with. She's the executive chef for the Minnesota Vikings, and she is sharing with us some fantastic appetizer recipes.
How did you work your way up so that you were making food for the Vikings?
Well, 22 years. Started when I was barely legal, and I worked my way up to food service director.
This is just so cool because the words executive chef aren't always equated with women. There are a lot of men in those kind of roles, and particularly when it comes to an NFL team. You're probably in the real minority of women executive chefs for
Absolutely.
NFL teams.
Yes, I know that.
Way to go, Minnesota Vikings.
Well, you know how to please the staff and the players, I'm sure. I think short ribs could be involved. What's cooking right here?
This is a Korean style short rib.
Okay.
And Korean just means the way that it's cut. They butterfly it, if you will. It's just a butcher style cut is all that it is.
When you go in to your butcher, what are you going to ask for to get it to look like this?
A Korean style short rib.
That's it.
And they'll know.
That's
They'll
it.
know what to
They
do.
should know what that is.
So this, I would assume, cooks a little bit more quickly because it's pretty thin.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what were our first steps
Okay.
here?
Well, the thing is, I chose this because I hear a lot of people saying they don't like to cook. Why don't you like to cook? Well, it's too much work.
Yes.
There's too many steps.
Yeah.
So I chose this because it's thin, it's quick, it's easy, and it tastes good. You know what I mean? So it only takes a couple minutes on each side.
Everything smells
I wanna
so
flip these.
fresh.
Can
I
flip
think
them?
you
Want to
should.
flip it?
Can I
Okay,
wanna
get in
flip
there.
it?
Go on. Go
a little
on.
nervous.
Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, anytime.
Don't
All right.
ruin Gigi's cooking.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Bring that on right there.
Yeah, I brush them in olive oil, keeps it moist.
Okay.
A little salt and pepper, a little Lawry's, you know, your favorite seasonings.
Yeah, sure.
So, Gigi, what's the
simple.
pressure like working for the team, though? I mean, these are demanding guys. They're starving, right? All the
Right.
time. They're burning like 8 billion calories a day.
SAP.
He looks pretty happy. Do you have things that, like, you know, has it been overwhelmingly good? Is it hard? What's it like for you?
Honestly, I'm used to it.
Yeah.
You know, I have a staff of 10 actually.
That's
I have
good.
4 chefs under me that I manage, so it helps to put everyone in place so everyone knows what they're supposed to be doing.
In
And
what
then-
way is that different, though, than if you were the executive chef at any given restaurant in the Twin Cities? How are the pressures different having to feed those
It's
hungry,
still
hungry
pressure.
people?
Yeah.
No, it's still a lot of pressure because you got to be on time. You know, you can't be a minute late. It's important that you are on time and your food's good.
Or these guys are
right.
pounding their
Your
fists on
food
the
is good.
table. Yeah, and you don't want to be blamed for a loss because
Right.
they didn't eat well that week. That's
Those-
terrible.
Right. And they
pork
like
did
these
so
short
well.
ribs.
They
They
like
like
beef.
beef. Yeah, we like beef. I love beef.
Yeah, and they love it too. I'm
Yes,
sure it powers them
absolutely.
up.
And then you dress these up with some pineapple, stuff like that?
Yes. So we're calling this a Hawaiian style short rib, and we do present this to them. They do like this.
Good.
And what this is, it's really quick and easy. Like we were saying, it's almost done, as you can see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
And we just do some cut pineapple.
Perfect.
We love heat.
You putting this in here?
No, when
Just
it's done,
you
you put it on
plate
a platter.
Okay.
I require a lot of explaining, Gigi.
That's
Sorry.
okay.
All right.
That's okay.
And what else goes on?
Crushed red pepper for
Like
some
that?
heat. We love heat at the facility.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because
Add that
Minnesota
on.
can get a bad rap for not embracing heat in the way that we should.
I season very well.
Oh,
Yeah, they like
job.
to eat good food.
That's
so
good.
a lot of these guys are from the South. They like to eat
Yeah.
really
And they
good,
want some meat.
flavorful food. Right. Fresh chopped ginger,
Oh, good.
fresh cilantro, and then you top it with your green onions.
Oh my gosh, now if you're thinking too, like you've been doing the New Year and you kind of want to cut out some carbs, this is a perfect sort of Super Bowl appetizer. to
Oh,
have out.
absolutely.
Yeah, you're ready to go.
Absolutely. It's a lean cut. All lean cut is about 150 calories.
Oh, that's good to
for
know.
lean cut meat. Absolutely.
All right, tell us about these kebabs. Now, frankly, I usually think that kebabs are overrated and don't look that good.
No, I love
And then I saw these and I'm like, these look like giant just sticks of delicious, okay?
Yeah.
So how do we make these, Gigi?
Nice sirloin kebabs. Those are nice and hearty.
And you
Yes.
like you think a sirloin cut works well?
Well, absolutely. We use filet mignon.
Obviously.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Sirloin for the rest of us.
But-
We'll do sirloin,
Peterson
that's
is
all
Well,
right.
it's less
Give me the
expensive.
filet.
It is,
And it's
yes.
still good.
Yeah.
It's not chewy, you know what I mean, tough. You know what I mean? But it's a good piece of meat.
Yes.
All right, here, I've got my skewer now. What do I do? Just start poking things?
You ever made a kebab?
Probably not.
Okay. Here's everything you need.
Okay.
You're gonna make a kebab.
Okay, so just put some meat.
You're gonna brush I like to season mine with olive oil and season my meat first, and then I create my kebab.
Oh, that's good. Here, you want to brush all those guys?
Oh,
Let's
well,
just
not really,
brush
but I
them
will
up.
since you asked.
Okay, that's a nice idea.
We have enough skewers so everyone can make a kebab.
Okay.
And you know, this is the other thing that I always complain about with kebabs is I feel like the pieces are so small. You've cut big chunks of everything.
Right. And I do that, and the importance of this is to make sure that it's evenly cooking. So you want to make sure everything is equally as big as the other, if that makes sense.
And then you got like the sweet tart from the pineapple
Sure.
going in there. Okay, what else here?
Yep. So you have your onion, you have your peppers, and do you know what that is?
Bananas.
That's a plantain.
Plantains.
That's a plantain. Now, let me move over
we have
here.
an
I'm
audience,
gonna
so you guys can clap.
Yeah,
I got
come on over.
plantain right now. That's like a pop quiz.
Yeah, tell us about plantains. 'Cause
Okay.
these people, I think, see in the grocery store and they think, boy, they let those bananas go too long.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
I'll explain the plantain.
Yeah.
Plantain is in the banana family.
Okay.
Okay. But it's not a banana.
Yeah.
Okay. You can't eat a banana. Oh, you can eat a banana raw, but you can't eat a plantain raw.
Sure.
It has to be cooked.
Great.
And that's what that is. Now there are 3 stages of a plantain. Okay. When it's just regular yellow, if you will.
Sure.
Then or green, should I say? It's salty.
Oh,
And when
so the
it's
flavor's
yellow,
changing as it goes
yep,
on.
it's sweet. And when it's black like this, it's very sweet.
So that's what we want to buy for this recipe.
Exactly. Don't
Okay.
throw it away. Now, if it's a banana, you throw it away.
Or make banana bread.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd go this dark for banana bread, but you know. But yeah, so when it's like this, that's when it's at its sweetest.
And then when you pile these all together, do you do any other seasoning besides
Yes,
the olive oil?
honey. Yes, yes. I like to
Always.
brush it in olive oil.
Yeah, brush
Again,
it over.
okay.
What's your favorite seasonings?
Oh,
I
this
like
is good.
steak seasoning, a little Lawry's.
Yeah.
You know, just hook it up. You
All
know,
right,
put
yeah,
some
don't be
little salt
afraid.
and
Get into
pepper.
your spice cabinet.
Right.
Make some mistakes. Do some things you
Right.
regret. See how it tastes.
Right, you can adjust your seasonings at the end before you serve it.
That's
you know,
right.
for the big game or for people that are coming over, if you will.
And then what do you want your like timing wise to look like on this? Because we want the beef to be cooked, but we also want the pineapple to be tender.
Right, absolutely. But what I would do is in olive oil, those are done, those been done.
Oh boy.
You want me to take it
Oh
somewhere?
boy, here's
Yes,
the platter.
absolutely. There's a platter.
Here you
All right,
go.
I got you.
All right, so these guys are going on for what?
Yep. Now what we're gonna do first, we'll sear it just like we're searing the short ribs.
Yep.
And we'll get a nice little sear on it. And then we'll finish them in the oven at 375 to 400 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes. But your beef should be at about 145
Okay,
degrees.
and look at how gorgeous these turn out.
come on,
Now, Gigi, talk to us a little bit about what you're doing with girls in the community and what the message is that you want to share with them.
I'm no different than you are.
Yeah.
You know, I spoke that to a group of North High girls. I think the group's called GIA.
Okay.
And one of the young ladies started crying when I said that. You know, when you're, you know, and you're in the community, if you will, and you're feeling maybe there's no hope or it's hard, you know, or difficult. I was just letting them know that, you know, I'm no different than you are. You know, I went to North Community High School and I went to college and I got 2 degrees and I decided, you know, this is what I'm going to do. I got a vision and I put it into action and it worked. You know what I mean? And so, you know, I feel like I'm making a difference
That's
in what
awesome.
I'm doing. I never thought that I was just doing my job.
Oh, but so
You know.
empowering for them to hear that because
Yeah.
then they say she came from exactly where I came
Yes,
from.
I
Look
know.
at what I can do.
Absolutely.
And look, she
Good for
brings
you.
the heat and the seasoning. That's the
Kebab,
key to
got all
success.
sorts of things
Gigi,
here.
nice to have you here. Come
Thank
back and
you
see us
so
again,
much
okay?
Yeah,
for having
that was
me.
great.
So you're going to find Chef Gigi's recipes on TwinCitiesLive.com.
A big thanks to the Minnesota Beef Council for sponsoring the show. On February 28th, they're going to pair beef with beer during a special event at Bent Brew Distillery in Roseville. You'll learn how to pair your favorite cuts with a good brew, and there will be plenty of samples too. Tickets are available right now. You'll find a link to purchase those on our website. Boy, we love Chef Gigi.
Oh, that
Isn't
Gigi.
she just the best?
She is a gem. Absolutely love her. Okay, coming up next.